Hello, I'm Edward Tarte, once a Catholic priest for 5 years in the 1960s, now an atheist, which means I find no credible evidence for the existence of any God. I found a poster on the internet and put it on my Facebook page. It says, "How can heaven and hell coexist? How can any sane and loving human being be happy in heaven, knowing that millions of people, innocent or not, are being tortured for eternity? This is a place void of empathy, an asylum for psychopaths. How is this heaven good?" I presented this text to some Christians and asked for their responses. I have received 3 responses, one from a Catholic lady, one from a Catholic priest, and one from a Baptist preacher. As I give the main points of their responses, I will paraphrase. The Catholic lady said, "Only God knows. I don't know." The Catholic priest, my local dialoguer, Father TJ, said, "Who says there are any souls in hell? There is no Catholic doctrine to back me up, so I speak only on my own authority. My personal belief is that God will not let anyone slip through the cracks. Heck, I don't believe that there is anyone in hell. Mr. Tarte, would you want to be the first? I keep praying for you so that that won't happen." Well, Father TJ is going against the standard Catholic teaching on hell. One of my seminary priest teachers taught me and my fellow seminarians that there are undoubtedly a huge number of people in hell, and, he said, the most common reason is probably sexual sins, both of sexual actions and of impure sexual thoughts. For centuries, the ordinary Catholic teaching in Catholic churches and schools worldwide has been that there are a lot of people in hell. My other local clergy dialoguer, Baptist preacher Paul Lyle, emailed me an extended response to the poster. Lyle knows with certainty that he and his Baptist congregants are true Christians and that TJ and his Catholic congregants are not true Christians. Concerning the text of the poster, Lyle says, "The person who wrote it doesn't even believe it. In heaven, we will be in awe of simply being in the presence of God. We will experience nothing but joy, not distracted by thoughts of those in hell, because our focus will be on God." Also, the poster speaks of innocent people. There are no innocent people, so I do not have to address the issue of innocent people in hell. I invite you atheist viewers to let Paul Lyle know in the comments section what you think of these points of his response. What is my response to the poster? In my video on hell, I say,
The punishment should fit the crime. It should be proportionate. Punishment should not be just for the sake of punishment, vindictive, vengeful, motivated by anger. Hell is infinitely disproportionate to the crime. And hell is vindictive and vengeful. Your God, with his hell, fails these criteria, and the failure is big time. It is an infinitely massive failure.
in my video In Loving Memory of My Mother, I imagine that I turn back to Jesus, go to heaven, and on arriving there, I say to God,
God, I love my mother and want to be reunited with her. Where is she? God replies, Your mother is in hell, suffering the severe torture for all eternity that I have authorized for her. I reply, God, You are unspeakably cruel and unjust. In my mother's absence, I cannot be happy here. This heaven will be for me a psychological hell.
And in my video, Christian Love, I say,
I want to be very clear. The traditional Christian doctrine of hell as a place of eternal torture is far and away the most evil and cruel of all religious doctrines. It was invented by evil, cruel human beings. That doctrine of hell poisons the environment of our planet. It poisons your Christian mind. It makes it impossible for you to truly love as you should love.
so I will now directly answer the question posed by this poster. No sane and loving human being could be happy in a heaven knowing that millions of people were being tortured for eternity. I am a sane, loving human being with a keen sense of justice. I know that punishment should be proportional to the offense, and that the God of Christians, the God who created hell, is infinitely unjust. I will never worship a God who created hell. To all of you, thank you for watching this video.